Good morning, dear students. In today's session, we will be discussing about lymphomas. And generally, regarding lymphomas, these are the malignant tumors of lymphoreticular origin. So, there is some neoplasm or solid like mass can be felt in lymphomas, even though it is a hematological disorder. Regarding the introduction, lymphoma originates in lymphocytes. So, immature or precursors of lymphocytes and the lymphocytes are involved in the lymphoma. Lymphocytes, it is a group of or it is a type of WBC in the vertebrate immune system. So, in the vertebrate immune system, there is a cell which is responsible for this immunity, that is known as lymphocytes, and its precursors and the lymphocytes are involved in the lymphoma. Lymphomas are part of the broad group of diseases called hematological neoplasms. So, regarding the definition, lymphoma is basically a solid tumor of the lymphoreticular system. And histologically, there are mainly two types for lymphoma. They are Hodgkin's disease and non-Hodgkin's disease. And histologically, these two are identified based on the characteristic presence of multinucleated giant cell, that is Reed-Steinberg cell. So this is the very important histological finding, even though both are lymphomas, that is the presence of Reed-Steinberg cell. Regarding the disease is characterized by presence of Reed-Steinberg cell and the spreading in an orderly fashion to contagious lymph nodes. It has a predictable pattern. It's having an orderly fashion from one lymph node to adjacent. That is a pattern of spread is present for Hodgkin's lymphoma. And the cure rate is about 93%. And that's why we can say that it is one of the most curable form of cancer. So that is a particular feature of Hodgkin's lymphoma. So when you are explaining this Hodgkin's disease, we have to explain regarding Reed-Steinberg cell also. So these cells are very giant cells with mirror image nuclei and prominent eosinophilic inclusion like nuclei. So this is a very important feature of this Reed-Steinberg cell. It has a very big nuclei, multi-lobed or mirror image like bilobed nuclei can be seen, and the cells will be giant. So you can compare the normal lymphocyte, the size and the shape and the structure with the Reed-Steinberg cell. So regarding the Reed-Steinberg cell, it has mainly four types, or Reed-Steinberg cells are of four types. They are classic Reed-Steinberg cell, the second is lacunar type, third one is polypoid type, and the fourth one is pleomorphic type. So this is the slides which shows the characteristic Reed-Steinberg cells. So the first one on the top, that is the first one is classic Reed-Steinberg cell. So you can see the cell is large. It is characterized by a bilobed nucleus and it is like a mirror image. Both nucleus is just like a mirror image, and in some situations it can be multi-lobed also. In this picture it is bilobed, and it can be very rarely it can be multi-lobed also, and each lobe contains a nucleolus. This nucleus is inside a nucleolus, and it is giving a halo effect or halo around the nucleus, so it is looking like a owl eye appearance. So this is the feature of classic Reed-Steinberg cell. The second is lacunar type Reed-Steinberg cell. In the top itself, the second one is you can see അത് രണ്ടാമതായിട്ട് കാണുന്നതാണ് മുകളിൽ റൈറ്റ് സൈഡിൽ കാണുന്നതാണ് ലാക്യുനാർ ടൈപ്പ്. സോ ഇറ്റ് ഹാസ് എ പെരിസെല്ലുലാർ ഹാലോ. സെല്ലിൻ്റെ പുറത്തായിട്ട് ഒരു ഹാലോ കാണുന്നത് പോലെ ഉണ്ടാവും. ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഡ്യൂ ടു ദ ഷ്രിങ്കേജ് ഓഫ് സൈറ്റോപ്ലാസം. ആൻഡ് ദിസ് ഈസ് ഓൾസോ ദ സെക്കൻഡ് ടൈപ്പ് ഓഫ് ലാക്യുനാർ ടൈപ്പ് റീഡ് സ്റ്റെർബർഗ് സെൽ. ദ തേർഡ് വൺ ഈസ് പോളിപ്പോയിഡ് റീഡ് സ്റ്റെർബർഗ് സെൽസ്. താഴെ ലെഫ്റ്റ് സൈഡിൽ കാണുന്നതാണ് പോളിപ്പോയിഡ് റീഡ് സ്റ്റെർബർഗ് സെൽ. So it is diffusely arranged and it is twisted like a popcorn. You can see the appearance is just like a popcorn twisted appearance. So this is known as the polypoid type reed Sternberg cell. And the last one is pleomorphic reed Sternberg cell. It is diffuse and fibrotic variant. There are some changes like fibrotic changes also can be expected in pleomorphic reed Sternberg cell. So like we have seen regarding the reed Sternberg cell, there are mainly 4 types: classic, lacunar, polypoid and the pleomorphic. Classic is just like an owl appearance because of the perinucleolus will be looking like a halo effect will be given. Lacunar, that is a shrinkage of the cytoplasm causes a halo effect surrounding the cell. Polypoid, it is a twisted and it is like a diffusely arranged twisted one like popcorn. And the last one is pleomorphic. There is fibrotic changes we can see in the pleomorphic type. So hope you understood that. And the next one is the classification of Hodgkin's lymphoma. So this classification is according to Rai and it is made in 1966. So since 1966 we are following the same classification for Hodgkin's disease. So the first one is lymphocyte predominance type. The second is nodular sclerosis. The third one is mixed cellularity. The fourth one is lymphocyte depletion. So the first one is lymphocyte predominance. You just listen to the lecture. Proliferation of the lymphocyte will be happening, and in this particular lymphocyte predominance type, the lymphocyte will be multiplied and it will be mixed somehow with the histiocytes. So the type of reed Sternberg cell which can be seen in lymphocyte predominance type is polypoid type. Polypoid type, that is, you can see the polypoid type, that is a popcorn like appearance, the third one. So this type of reed Sternberg cell and the appearance is taken from lymphocyte predominance type. So the third one is lymphocyte predominance type Hodgkin's lymphoma, and the type of cell which can be seen as polypoid type. The second type is nodular sclerosis. So nodular sclerosis, in that the name itself we can say there will be some amount of collagen formation or the fibrous tissue will be present in the lymph nodes, that is resulting in sclerotic changes of the lymph node. So that is a nodular sclerosis. And in this type of Hodgkin's lymphoma, you can see the second type, that is lacunar type of reed Sternberg cell can be seen. You can see the second type is lacunar type, and that can be seen in the nodular sclerosis type of Hodgkin's disease. Next is mixed cellularity type. So there will be heterogeneous mixture of various type of apparently normal cells like lymphocytes, eosinophils, histiocytes, neutrophils, plasma cells, everything will be there, and some amount of fibrosis will be there, and some amount of fibrotic changes leads to the necrosis of the lymph nodes. And this is the important feature of mixed cellularity type. And you can see the classic reed Sternberg cell will be seen in the mixed cellularity type. That is the first one. That is, in mixed cellularity type, you can see the variant amount of heterogeneous cell types and there will be the classic Reed-Sternberg cell presence. Then it comes in the mixed cellularity type. Mixed cellularity, and it will be with the classic Reed-Sternberg cell. The fourth one is lymphocyte depletion type, and that is lymphocyte depletion. There will be the count of lymphocyte will be very less, and it will be with the hypocellular nodes will be seen, but diffuse fibrosis in entire lymph node, and numerous typical and atypical Reed-Sternberg cell also can be seen. So this is a feature of this lymphocyte depletion type, and you can see the pleomorphic type of, that is the fourth one. Pleomorphic type of Reed-Sternberg cell can be seen in the lymphocyte depletion type. So just as a revision, we have seen that there are 4 types of Reed-Sternberg cell and 4 types of Hodgkin's lymphoma. And in lymphocyte predominance type, you can see the polypoid type, the third one, polypoid type. The nodular sclerosis, you can see the lacunar type of Reed-Sternberg cell. And in mixed cellularity, you can see the classic or typical Reed-Sternberg cell can be seen. And in the lymphocyte depletion, we can see the polypoid or pleomorphic type Reed-Sternberg cell can be seen. So, hope you understood till now, and I am stopping here. We'll continue in the next session.